Jack, give me my glasses, please. They're in the bathroom. Faith, my computer went crazy on me, so I'm on my pad. That's why it seems a
Okay.
little tough right here, but I don't do it on my pad. I do it on my computer. Come on, thing. Thank you. Having trouble connecting. Please check your internet. Come on, give me a break. Doing it again. Mm. Well, that was wonderful. I just deleted my whole opening. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Guess who's coming to dinner? It's dinner time. I've got a special guest this evening, and he is here with us. His name is Mr. Faif Owens.
Yes.
And it was very important for me to invite him. Faith, thank you for coming on the show today. How are you, sweetie?
I'm doing good. It's a pleasure for you having me. I really do appreciate it.
Well, you big news in the city. I like to be first to get the big news.
I appreciate that.
You
It's
know,
it's not
so
it's not it's no big
um,
news.
yeah, you big news, baby. You got a message, and you have a message that we need. I thought about um, some of the things that I heard you say on some of your interviews,
Hmm.
and it just you touched me. And I also heard a professor talk about trauma. you
Hmm.
know and I think for the last year, especially African Americans, we've been going through trauma,
Yes.
just watching people die in front of us on
Hmm.
these videos. This has been the most traumatic thing I think in my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
But tell us about faith. Tell me what faith stands for. Let's start there.
All right. For those who don't know me, I go by Faith. That's FAIF, and that stands for anyone in fear. Um, I'm a music artist from here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm also an ambassador for Mental Health Louisville here in Louisville, Kentucky as well. Um, Faith,
Hmm.
like I said, I do music, but Faith is just pretty much something that I had created back in 2014, um, after I was involved in a car accident, a fatal car accident where I lost my best friend Kerry Benson and his girlfriend Jermina Cruz in that accident. I was the only lone survivor. I had
Hmm.
dislocated left hip, a couple staples in the head. But like I tell everyone, I just thank God that I'm here today and I'm able to be able to tell this story and be able to, help another who may be suffering through some of the same things that I've gone through in my life. Um, but
Hmm.
after the accident and getting back, from the hospital, getting home from the hospital, it was a really challenging time. Um, had to learn how to walk again, run again, jump again. And I was a real basketball fanatic, so not being able to do those things were really like challenging for me. Um,
Hmm.
and I just really grew into a real dark depression. I was really depressed. Um, I think most of it was kind of like PTSD,
Right.
post traumatic
Right.
stress. Um, that's been that was a huge thing that I had to try to overcome. And I was entered. I always had a passion for music. I always had a love for music. But
Hmm.
it wasn't until sitting down with one of my good friends and producer, Cy on the Beats, where he told me, why don't I do music? And I never thought like about doing music. I never thought that that would be like my lane or something that I could do. And
Mm-hmm.
when I sat back and I thought, I'm like, I listen to music just like you do on a daily basis. And when we listen to music, you have those songs that put you in a state of peace. You have those songs that make you want to get up and party with your friends. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you got those songs that make you want to cry. Um, it's just music, and just seeing how relative it was just to connect with people. And I wanted to use music to, be able to connect with people, but also allow them
Mm-hmm.
to know my story and know my passion for helping others and wanting to just be a big part in my community. Like
Right.
the like the like
Wow.
Muhammad Ali.
Hey, look, I know what you're talking about. It's really something that you've been on this journey, but it's a journey. It seems to me of enlightenment for you.
Yes.
And as you become enlightened, you're passing your journey and your experience on to others through your music.
Yeah.
Now, whether you know it or not, see, I'm an international jazz singer. I know you don't know too much about me, but for the past, I've been 50 years in show business.
Okay.
So I understand about what music does and what music means. I've been
Yeah.
able to go around the world with my music and meet all different kinds of people. And
Hmm.
on your journey, your music is your gift to others,
Yeah.
your music and your experience. So now I use my experience as being a child of the civil rights
Hmm.
to do this podcast, because guess who's coming to dinner was about racism and racist policies
Yeah.
and all things that uplift Black folks.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's why I thought your message was so very important for my audience to hear, because I always want a younger perspective. I know uh, I'm, I may not look as young as I am, but
About 21.
I want a younger perspective on to my viewers to hear what you all are thinking and
Yeah.
how life is affecting you
Yeah.
and how you cope and how you deal, because there's
Hmm.
somebody out there that needs to hear your story.
Yeah.
It's about coming back from the brink,
Yeah. Most
almost having
definitely.
to start over.
Most
And
definitely.
that's why it was so important to me to get to you, to hear your message. And then I saw where, tell me about the concert that you had. Um, I saw bits and pieces of that on Facebook. Your friend Miss Seiko
Yes.
um, turned me on to you. That's why I like, I got a little young blood working with me on the side. These young ladies, they were doing the internship, and I was one of their mentors that I was working with through the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. And she says, "Oh, my friend, you should have Faith on your show." She sent me your video, and she got your phone number, and she called you up, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, you got to be on Miss Janice's show, and I truly appreciate it." So tell me about what the concert was like.
The concert was pretty much just something. uh if you which one are you speaking on? The one I'm trying to think which concert
The
this
the
was.
latest one that you had at the center, that's what, over in, is it in Portland? Oh, the Pete Foundation.
Oh, the P Foundation. Oh, that wasn't a concert. That was more of a conversation. Um, Pretty much what we wanted to do. It was Mental Health Louisville, and the Pete Foundation. We collaborated on opening up a conversation of mental health within our community. So we held a Instagram live event where I let people know about me. We took questions, um, and we just let people like give their vulnerability, and and let them have
Right.
a platform to be able to express themselves. And so many people just jumped into live. It was absolutely, heartwarming to, see so many people, battling, this disease that we look at like, as if it's not, but this mental health that we are dealing with, definitely, like you said, in our Black community, it lacks, and it's time for that conversation to kind of like turn, because and a lot of people have told me like, you're just going to be doing this mental health thing for right now, and then you'll be on to something next, and nah, this is something that I want to be a leader, and I want to stand on. I want to help. I think I'm still there.
You
Okay.
want to kind of you want to help people to heal.
Correct.
You know, it sounds like that's your passion now, along with the music, and that's your mission. So that's your calling. And that's a wonderful calling. And it has to be fulfilling to you to be able to reach people with your story in order to hear their story and help them find how they can find a place to heal. you know, um, because I'm quite sure you've heard before that in our community, when people have mental illnesses, that's a conversation that, we weren't having. It was a lot of conversations that we don't have in our community, to tell the truth about it. And a lot of them have a direct correlation to mental illness, the whole gender situation of who you are and who you want to be. We don't want to discuss it in our community. That's like taboo. But all of these things that are taboo are things that need to be brought to the surface so that we can find a way to heal. And I commend you for stepping out on that. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can you hear me, Faith? Can you hear me? Okay. So tell me about, but I did see one clip that was a concert. And you write your own music? I have lost sound. Faith, I don't know what's happening. You can hear me? Okay. All right. So tell the audience about your concert. And looks like we're going to cut this short because I'm having some technical issues over here, which I'm very upset about. But let me ask you this. Will you come back on the show? He's not hearing me at all. Faith, can you hear me? I said, would you come back on the show? Because we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Okay. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Take care of yourself. I'll be in touch.